We once believed that blogging was simply an outlet for personal expression, a digital diary open to the world. This belief allowed us to treat each post as a standalone piece of content, disconnected from any larger business strategy. We've learned this approach left opportunities on the table, as posts ended without leading readers to a next step like subscribing to an email list. This pattern meant engagement without retention, traffic without conversion. Without a structured system, the potential for growth was capped. The absence of a clear email capture mechanism made blogging an isolated activity rather than a tool for building a community. Blogging without a focus on email capture exposes a critical gap in our system. Readers arrive, engage with the content, and leave without a trace. The pattern of missed opportunities continues as posts fail to guide readers towards subscribing. This oversight leaves growth stagnant, as no continuity is established. What we know now is that each post should be a bridge to further connection, not an endpoint. Without that bridge, there's no accumulation of subscribers, and the system resets with each new post. Relying on social media for audience engagement created a dependency that we didn't control. Platforms changed their algorithms and policies without notice, affecting our reach unpredictably. This reliance exposed the fragility of our audience connection as visibility fluctuated with each change. The system allowed us to engage but never ensured we could retain. Without capturing email subscribers directly, our audience remained subject to the whims of third-party platforms. Ownership of the audience was never established, leading to instability in our growth efforts. The practice of publishing without an email capture strategy resulted in silent losses. Content was consumed, but the connection was fleeting. While analytics showed engagement, the underlying system failed to convert that interest into a lasting relationship. The lack of a subscription opportunity meant potential subscribers exited without a way to stay connected. This wasn't a matter of poor content, but of an unprotected system. The absence of a clear path for readers to subscribe meant results were temporary and growth was stunted. A system without a deliberate offer at the conclusion of each post is a dead end. Readers engage with the content but are given no next step to deepen the connection. This oversight means the work stops at engagement, never moving toward relationship building. The system permits interaction but provides no conversion path. This gap in strategy explains why growth stalls. Attention is garnered, but without a subscription opportunity, the potential for audience growth is lost. Treating each post as a standalone piece limits its lifespan and impact. The system favors posts that build on each other, creating a cumulative effect. Without a strategy to convert readers into subscribers, each post stands alone, its impact fading quickly. The system encourages repetition and building on past work, but without email capture, efforts remain linear. What we understand now is that growth requires a system that turns engagement into ongoing connection. Without capturing subscribers, the work resets with each post. Choosing blogging topics without considering their potential to capture subscribers reduces their effectiveness. Posts are written based on personal interest rather than audience demand. The system reveals what topics resonate, but without a subscription mechanism, opportunities are missed. Decisions to write based on preference rather than potential subscriber interest result in lost reach. Content may engage, but without a subscription path, it doesn't convert. The system requires alignment with audience and needs to capture subscribers effectively. Blogging that centers on expression rather than subscriber capture fails to connect meaningfully. Posts reflect personal perspectives but don't address audience needs or questions. Search behavior and reader interests are visible, but the content doesn't respond with a subscription opportunity. The system prioritizes utility over sentiment, which means personal expression without conversion misses the mark. Oftentimes, the lack of traction reveals the disconnect between content and audience engagement. The work must align with audience needs to capture subscribers successfully. Remaining in a system that lacks execution on email capture reinforces stagnation. Feedback circulates without progressing towards subscriber growth. The conversation continues, but without a mechanism for capturing subscribers, it replaces actual growth. The system reflects engagement, but lacks a reference point for results. Without connecting content to a subscription opportunity, nothing changes. The potential for growth remains unfulfilled, as the system fails to convert readers into subscribers. The process begins when a blog post is published without an email capture strategy. Each post stands alone, engaging readers but lacking a follow-up mechanism. The absence of a clear call to action results in readers leaving without subscribing. Initial reader engagement occurs as they consume the content. They interact with the material, but no mechanism guides them toward a subscription. The post functions as a temporary interaction, not a long-term connection. Execution of content publication is completed, but there is no subsequent handoff to a subscription process. The system stops at engagement, failing to transition toward audience retention. Internal logic reveals a gap where posts are not linked to a larger strategy. Each post operates independently without contributing to a cumulative effect that encourages ongoing connection. Control sits with the blogger who determines content focus. However, without a subscription mechanism, ownership of the audience is not established. The audience remains ephemeral, disconnected from further engagement. External conditions like reliance on social media platforms shape audience reach. These platforms change unpredictably, affecting visibility and engagement. Without direct email capture, audience stability is not secured. We started to see the process shift when the need for email capture became evident. The focus moved from standalone posts to those that build connections. This transition requires aligning content with a strategy to capture subscribers. A deliberate offer must conclude each post to guide readers toward subscription. Without this, engagement remains unconverted and growth potential is lost. A clear path to subscription marks the difference between temporary interaction and lasting connection. Integration of email capture into content strategy transforms engagement. Posts link to a larger system that captures readers' interest and invites them to subscribe. This integration is key to converting engagement into growth. The system reflects a shift from isolated posts to strategic engagement. Content now includes a subscription invitation, turning readers into subscribers. This change addresses the previous disconnect, fostering ongoing connection. Execution of this strategy demonstrates how content can convert interest into relationship. Each post serves as a bridge, leading readers to subscribe and stay connected. This practice unifies the content and subscription process. The new process turns every blog post into an opportunity to grow our email list. Each post now ends with a clear invitation for readers to subscribe, making it part of a larger strategy. This setup transforms fleeting engagement into lasting connections, as readers are guided to join the email list instead of just passing through. The system no longer relies on chance interactions, it actively converts interest into subscribers. This is how we stop starting over. There you have it, and I will see you in another video.